Welcome to Danganronpa, part, like, I don't know, 50?
Danganronpa.
Wow, your rip of the music sounds way higher quality than this one. Okay, so we just finished the investigation. So we're about to head into the death of everybody now. I don't think there's anywhere I can go, so I might as well just get this started, right? You took it from the OST, not the compressed version from the game. Oh, okay. Why would you take it from the game? Hi, everybody. We're starting off with one. Okay, hold on. I need to take another drink for this.
So, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo. Are we missing someone? Yeah. Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you
'Cause she
gonna
did it.
do?
Spoiler alert.
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
What? And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. How strong is the bear? How strong is he? I told him I don't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible.
Whew, now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I wonder who it could be. I can only wonder. It's probably...
Hey, come on.
Toko, man. What's got her so worked up?
Shall we
didn't
go?
Click it. Shall we begin? Is everyone just gonna... I don't think there's anything interesting to hear from any of these people. I don't know what the killer did. What they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? I'm not your bro. He's your bro. You ready? We doing this? There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Alright. What do you gotta say for yourself? Alright, thank you. Why is everyone just waiting on me? I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Why us? Is this entire thing meant just for Makoto? We have no choice, right? We have to do
It's
this.
true.
Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply with one last deep breath. I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. Speaking of shaky legs, did you see what Ivan was doing about 10 minutes ago? We each stepped forward and I could feel my heart racing. Starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I can't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. What do you mean, WTF? The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. Are your lungs congested? No? As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Oh, that's good. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. I'm wondering what that extra seat is for. Probably someone's gonna come back. Someone's not actually dead.
So, what do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it at all. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Photosynthesis? That did not sound healthy. That noise? You don't like that noise? And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh, I should have saved right there. That would have been a good cliffhanger. What? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what I got in my truth gun. How she died. She didn't want to work out with the girls. The dumbbell has blood on it. What is it? She wanted to get stronger. She admired strength more than anything else. Okay. Swipe your e-handbook. Male student handbook for boys. Lending someone's a violation, but we already know that you don't have to lend it. You can just steal it. Broken handbook. Genocide Jack case file, right? But she wasn't killed with scissors. That's the problem. Keep her distance from other girls. Remarkably well with male classmates, except for Makoto. That's the coffee stain from Sakura. The posters were swapped. She didn't have her e-handbook. Her body was cut up with was held with the rope. Yeah, the stains. Yeah, the carpets were switched. The extension cord had gone missing. Don't know where the cord was. She was spotted in the warehouse getting exercise clothes, but where were they? And that's the first one. Okay. Well, what is this? What? Increased damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed? Increased bullet capacity. Huh? Do I want to do these? Are these one-time use? What are... Well, you said these are useless, right? They're not really used for anything. Well, I've got the vocabulary. I got it anyway. Might as well use it. Wasn't the cord thing holding her body up? Yeah, that's how she was strung up. Was the extension cord that Byakuya was using.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I'm so happy for these moments because I just get to sit and watch. I don't have to do the voice.
If you can figure out who done it, then only then I'll punish everyone. Okay, then.
We all know how class trials work. This is part 2.
First off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
All right. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the final blow. What? We're already arguing about what the murder weapon is? We all know what it is. Don't we? Is there anybody that does it?
Fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
I didn't find any instruments.
What instrument could it have been?
Really?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Really?
Interesting.
What?
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
We're just gonna accept that? What? That's not even part of the argument. What are we doing? All right. Oh, that's
fatal injury.
That's the slowdown. How do I speed it up?
It appears it was a head wound.
F,
According
C.
to the Monokuma file,
C.
what kind of blunt instrument? I bet
It was an iron pipe.
No. I missed. Oh, no.
That certainly would.
Or Chihiro.
I only shot twice.
Chihiro's, it appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it.
Why would he just say that for nothing? Oh, wait, I have to actually hit the
It
word?
certainly would.
I don't just have to shoot the sentence? Apparently, I needed the refresher on how to play this.
It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it.
No, you're wrong.
It's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
Are you all stupid, is what he's trying to say?
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
You know what the dumbbell wound looks like? Kyoko, why do you know that?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
You kind of have to. You kind of have to.
So creepy.
all very bad at looking at dead bodies.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
No one's gonna call out Hero for just being like, it was a lead pipe. And, you know, whatever.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is... the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Great. Very helpful. Thank you. He's already calling that out. Of course he's the one that did it. Of course. He's the one making all the accusations to get it all off his back. Genocide Jack, did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Another one? Their lives are on the line. How could you not look at the body? That's what I'm thinking. Kyoko's the only smart one here. Well, Byakuya is like smart because he's rich and already knows all this. Kyoko's figuring it out though, as far as I'm concerned. And Celeste is just lucky. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. The truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles. As a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way, press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot through the white noise. However, shoot an actual remark with your silencer. Instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. What? Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer. Just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun! What? Even the narrator, whoever that is, didn't have an explanation for why there's just white noise.
The culprit is Genocide.
Is this the silence?
I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
Come on.
There's just no proof for it.
I don't think so,
Hey,
too.
so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
What? We've explained it 4 times. Oh my god.
The culprit is Genocide
is.
Jack.
Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why?
What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No,
There's proof.
it's wrong.
There's proof. Obviously, you should have walked into the archives with me and Byakuya.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Take his word for it. He has no proof of
I
it.
guess it's some kind
there
of
it is.
confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind
Makoto
of weird
says-
as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Makoto says, I found this file, not Byakuya forced me to look at this file and wouldn't let me leave until I found it. He's kind of leaving out a lot of details in how he found the file. Just, you know, I found it. Byakuya's smart, he's just too arrogant to think he'd
The
be
why
wrong.
of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
The way they have to end these sentences is such an afterthought, it's hilarious. You mean like during the
According
arguments?
to the file,
How
there
if you
appear to be
purposefully
two
skip the one
defining
you're supposed to shoot,
characteristics in
they just
every
kind of
Genocide
talking.
Jack case.
2 defining characteristics
The
in every
first
Genocide Jack
is
case.
that a bloody
message,
message is found
and
written
being
at
hung
the
up.
scene of every murder.
It's actually 3. The scissors.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other
Boob lust.
characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Why? The other oh, so I can do the question. They don't know. Has to do with the positioning of the body. The bloody message left behind, obviously.
I got it!
I'm so
Apparently,
smart.
in every Genocide
Makoto's
Jack
so
case,
smart.
the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
You know, Makoto is perfectly average. That means he's smarter than 50% of other people. That's a pretty big number.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Can you confidently say if you walk into any room, you're definitely smarter than 50% of the
However,
people there?
Chihiro was most
On
definitely
average.
suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
How did we know about it if only high-level police officials were aware of it? Who blessed? Of course, every Thursday.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
But if we all think we're smarter than each other...
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
We gotta play Brain Age Academy.
No fucking way!
Find out who the real smartest one is.
Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes.
I like your voice, Celeste.
In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Got him.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
Oh, he used his own truth bullet. What do you got, Hibumi?
What?
Nothing.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
It was Hina that had the truth bullet.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
You're so obtuse, Byakuya.
Another riddle.
You're so obtuse.
Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I feel like I understand it, but also not to be Toko. Why? I'm the only one. Where's Kyoko? Let's move main character over to Kyoko. Because it makes more sense for her to be the one figuring stuff out. Oh no, what are we doing? I don't remember this. Oh, I gotta shoot the words, right? What was the word? Wait a minute, isn't it like, isn't it multiple personality disorder? Right? Isn't it multiple personality disorder? Wait, what is it? Hold on, what's the word I'm supposed to be shooting? It's the word that they used for the personality thing, but I don't know what they called it. Kyoko already completed the minigame. Oh, you're right. Shoot some letters and figure it out. All right. S. Probably a vowel, not I. S-C-H. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, I might as well try it. Okay, S-C-H-I-T. Nope. Schizo? Schizo. That's what we're calling it, huh?
Now I understand.
Really? I didn't think it was gonna be a freaking slur. I'm sorry.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
I can see why they didn't want someone to spell disassociative or identity, because that's a lot of letters. But to shorten it to that doesn't make much sense either.
Okay, but still.
Or just don't use that minigame for that
Miss
one.
Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Is it? One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. What? The way her behavior changed perfectly is the best evidence, and so I'm gonna come up with my own, you know,
I got it!
my own conclusion
You're
that it
talking
wasn't
about
her
how
behavior.
she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
2010 translators be kinda no good. She got that tongue. Yahaha. You found me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. I remember this. The world has a front and back, a top, ending, and a bottom. Perceive truth and web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
So...
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
I guess it's still the same person if she turns out to actually be the killer, and this isn't just total red herring. But we can't just kill half of a person for committing a crime. That's the problem with this kind of two people living in one body thing.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
She was acting funny and like, not haha funny. Shake. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Yep, this happened yesterday. Drive out the killer. Drive out the murder
reason
fiend.
she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah.
How?
How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Because he already got told.
Huh?
Because she's a
Last
weird little
night,
simp.
just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Was that her secret?
She told me a most interesting story.
We wouldn't execute someone over DID. It would probably be a psych ward case
She
taking
said
the insanity
a murderous
plea.
fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
But she was killed in the men's room, so that doesn't make perfect sense.
This is all a
Byakuya.
lie.
Unless you're using this against
Right,
her.
Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
We're not Monokuma. Maybe you aren't. Speak for yourself. Thank you, Kinsey.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
The real world.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Is this gonna be the same exact scene? I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
That is a very weird ultimatum to make. Hey, as long as you don't kill anybody, we can date. It's fine.
That's the only reason I promised.
That's a very weird reason to promise for.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it.
That explains it.
You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but
Well, your efforts
case
were
closed.
useless. What a disappointment.
Case closed. Short trial, I guess. At least he has standards.
I hate you.
Well,
I mean,
the opening
yeah.
act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
What?
You don't...
What is she doing with her hair? Is she gonna change to Genocide Jack? Mode shift? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... She got that tongue. There it is! Oh my god! I hate
Hello
that.
there. Is it me you were
said
hoping
Jill?
to see?
Yes! What the heck?
What the heck is
You
right?
figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or
16.
better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
There it is.
What the fuck is this?
Toko,
I'm with Mondo.
what happened to you?
That thing away.
Not Toko. That's a
I'm
loser
sorry.
name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
How does she do that with her tongue? Split personality don't mean like...
She's so intense.
Like they say,
Never
sound
mind.
in murderous mind, sound
You'll
in
probably explain
murderous
it.
body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
But not the sides. That's what happens. Everyone here is aware that there are 2D picture.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright bright as the sun!
Thank you for your poetry, Genocide Jill. Well, we're gonna vote you out anyway. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Can you step away from me? You're a little close.
What's up? Some
She's
of
so
us
nice.
think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Hello? She already... What?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
All right.
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
What?
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's
This
a
is true.
necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
That's a very weird take
Just
to say that.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a
sure?
motive, so there should be no doubt.
The motive of... I like to kill people. All right, that is good enough.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Yeah, but Toko's not the one that murdered.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
How's that for a truth bullet?
Sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe
Let's
so,
put the
maybe
facts
so,
together.
but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Oh, maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Time to sit here and listen again. What bullet am I loading today? The dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Free
You say
silencers.
That, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more
Not
proof
completely,
do we need?
completely.
Give it up. You killed her.
All right, she's not defending herself. Why do I need to defend her? Oh, because I'm gonna die if they're wrong. Okay, well, that's fair.
Sorry, but you say that.
Perhaps if you had an
an alibi.
When you compare your past, the motive.
I'm glad that didn't hit the purple text. You showed me yourself that it was done through scissors.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know?
Does Hero know anything? At all?
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
A little rude.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're
We don't
very
need the-
picky about
we
the
don't need the
meat,
metaphor.
the sauce, everything.
We don't need
But
it.
what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Ah, da, 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 da.
This
Remember
is
those
no
commercials?
creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are
She
two
uses
clear
scissors.
differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
2? What's the second one? Hit me with that, Makoto. Oh, never mind. I have to figure it out myself. He just said there's 2 clear, and then the blue text said there's 1 clear difference. The photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The neck and body. The style of the message is not written on the body, so I'm gonna go with the fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Just
according to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
There it is, finally. F the psychotic murdering. Nobody poops on the chef and gets away with it.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
You would know about head blowing, eh, Hifumi?
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Maybe she just got bored. You know, so many scissor murders, you can't find scissors anymore. You just kind of make do with what you got.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
what are we doing
then
with
the
these?
arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Why are we still doing the food?
Would you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
We need to have a compilation. We need to put all these together into their own video, right?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
What would the second difference even be? Related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here, you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her? I mean, if you didn't kill them with scissors, you can't suspend them with scissors. So I guess it was what was used to suspend her, since there was so much focus on the fact that it's a extension cord.
I got it!
Haha, genius.
Do you remember what the
Makoto's
killer
a genius.
used to
A
suspend
completely
her?
average genius.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Makoto watched Mine Hunters?
What is
Because
your
she's a
point?
professional?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Those same scissors I talked about less than 5 minutes ago.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
I'm glad I didn't have to spell that one.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
If that's the case, why not just see where all these scissors are going to or coming from? If it's the same pair of scissors over and over again, she can't leave them at the crime scene.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Yo, let's go. He's the king.
Listen up,
Have it
Big
your
Mac.
way.
There's actually one more difference.
Why are we doing that?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look
Just
at who
say
the
it.
victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
This is all a game for Makoto. All of this. Everyone is in on it. Nobody's actually dying.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all trying to bring up Makoto's confidence so that he doesn't think he's just exceedingly average at everything. He's actually really smart, and all of this is just to prove to himself how smart he is, because he can figure out murders.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Don't say that. Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit. Were they all men? Look at the names of every victim. What you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Chihiro was her lover. Chihiro was a girl. Chihiro was her friend. Okay, well, one of these makes sense. The other ones were never brought up at any point.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
What do you mean was? She still is. She's just dead.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Hero, once again, not knowing what's going on and just asking questions. I love that. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro, Honda, names, they're all men.
They were all guys?
Asking questions.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
She wants their noodle.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Okay.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
The food.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross
Food makes
that
no
line.
sense. That's not a
It's
good
the absolute
comparison.
reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
You could have killed any. There's multiple men to choose from, though.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
That
I
hit right
would
in the
never
heart.
kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
These nuts
And
rompa.
if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That
That's true.
does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Therefore, she can't kill anybody because she doesn't have her scissors.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Someone trying to imitate
Maybe
you.
you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
That's a good point,
Any
Nafumi.
scissors?
Oh.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Got him.
Are you sure about that?
No, we haven't gone in your room. She's got her own truth bullets. Except it's truth scissors.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
The fact that this is a cutscene means we're gonna come back to this exact scene in 10 minutes when they ask again, what was the murder weapon? And then they'll be like, it was the scissors. And we'll be like, no, it wasn't. Remember, she has the scissors right here.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
I have the sewing kit. She doesn't have the nice. Oh, get scissors.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Got her. She gonna scissor us all. Thank
Not
you.
to mention, I have no clue how
She
to
only
tie a
likes
good
the men.
knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no clue how to tie a good knot.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I mean, in this particular case,
But
yeah.
the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah,
There was somebody else
that's
who
why
knew
we
it.
figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Nobody knows what's going on. There is two people. Makoto, you're not completely out yourself, buddy. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Oh, I'm already voting? Really? I just realized he asked a question. Aw. Everyone looks so worried. Well, most people look so worried. Except for Celeste. She's just like, I'm waiting for you to pick him. He's right there. What are you doing? Where's Kyoko? Did I skip her? Oh, there she is. She's not even paying attention. She said nothing this entire time. This was not her trial.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
In fact, why would you give away all of your secrets to me?
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then
No
the
answer.
reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged
job,
the
Celeste.
scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm on fire!
No, stop.
Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yeah.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
That
Looking
seems
back
like a
and
very
thinking
weird
about it
question
now,
to ask.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Yeah, you were all buddy-buddy with everyone, despite the fact that you wanted nothing to do with anybody at all. And the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
That seems very weird to say, because if Monokuma says, hey, all the doors are unlocked, then obviously, if there's two guys standing in there and no one else, it's because Monokuma wants them to go in the door that they normally can't access. Makoto's about to say this, isn't he?
The victim was Chihiro.
I mean,
a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But we didn't know it was...
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Are you all stupid? Are you all...
No, just Hifumi. Hifumi's
On the
stupid.
contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay, then. What's so strange about it?
We didn't know who the victim was yet.
Go ahead. Share
Baka?
with the rest of the class.
More like Baka Yua. I don't know how to change his name into Baka. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added. Is it call out your freaking lies? Truth flashback. If you aim at the weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot a changed truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction loaded, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. What's the best time to flash blacks? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits. In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well, then good luck, have some fun. Time to shoot. How do I pick a flashback, though? It didn't tell me. What? It didn't tell me. They were all looking for Chihiro, because Chihiro was the only one missing. Oh, that's fair.
So, you said Kyo was acting kind of weird before
How do I do the flashback?
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you
Absolutely take it.
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
No, it's not.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for
He's so
pointless
adamant.
distractions.
Hold left click.
What's so strange about that?
I wish
What?
you'd taken me with you.
What? Wait, so I have to... Wait a minute.
So, you said Byakuya weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Oh, it changes the bullet. Okay, that's weird. So I can use someone else's argument against them?
Check out the girls' locker room. You absolutely... That's
Thank
a
you,
natural...
The
Hifumi.
victim.
No, that's wrong.
I get it. Now they're adding complexity.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
To call that a flashback bullet is really weird. They should call it like a other person's argument bullet, but that doesn't... I don't know. For me, it implies that I do a flashback and then get a truth bullet from there.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
But...
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
She was missing.
Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What? What? You're the one being accused! It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered and he's acting like it has nothing to do
What's
with
the
it.
matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
Dude, you're not helping your case.
There is. I think.
There is more to it.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yoko coming to save the
We
day.
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Oh? What? Kyoko, don't stop! Keep going! The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? What could it be? Kyoko? He's gaslighting you because he can't argue. The desk lamp?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
I just realized I have 12 minutes to do this
When
one
I
segment.
want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with, it was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's
It was
right.
the extension
it
cord.
absolutely was.
No.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never
Loaded
seen that
question.
rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
That's kind of dumb, buddy. You don't want to say never when you're being accused. Where am I gonna get
The
the?
difference between the cases?
Where am I gonna
Want
get
me
the?
to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my
Special
very own
scissors.
I use those same scissors to arrange the
Arrange
body.
the body.
But
That can't seal
Chihiro
that.
was suspended
I guess it is
with,
just library desk lamp. It's
was
even though it's not
some kind of
related to the
rope.
desk lamp itself.
Was
It's
it
the
not?
extension cord.
That's right. It absolutely was.
No.
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd
I'd never seen.
No. Okay.
No, it's wrong.
That was close. You said never, and now he's just gonna hit back with
Actually,
sorry. I meant
I'm pretty sure
I don't
you
know that
have
rope.
seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Everyone's freaking out. No, it's just
Yucky.
Fumi, actually.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the
Yeah.
same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Nobody else has
And
been in
there's
the
no
library
way
for the
someone who
entire
uses
time.
that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Thanks, Taka. You got it.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Did no one look at the crime scene? LMAO, no one saw it was an extension cord and not a rope? No, Kyoko knew. Kyoko knows this entire thing.
Is that about right?
She's just sitting pretty. She doesn't want to make everyone else think that she's smart. She wants everyone to think that I'm smart, so they try to kill me. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, except that you killed him. You killed her in the boys' locker room. Not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Kinsey, who wants to look at dead bodies? Ew, yucky. Me.
Oh, yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Go back to high school and hope you get stuck
I
in
don't
murder
disagree
party.
with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
I have to go take a wee.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Why would Byakuya not care that he's being accused? Wouldn't he die if everyone gets it wrong? If he's not the person that did
I
it?
know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
The carpet.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
My guy.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
This is Danny playing Unfortunate Spaceman. He's totally the one being like, yes, I'm the monster. Kill me. I did it. And then he dies, and he's not the monster. And we all look stupid.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what I heard, or what he said. The scene of the crime, obviously. Genocide Jack's presence.
I got it!
I'm the
You
monster,
say you
it was
killed
me.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Are you sure that you killed her there, Byakuya?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
That's me listening to every other character talk during these trials.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else. then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Cue Hifumi going, what?
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Move on.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Alright, I see the heart's loaded. Time to shoot somebody. There was something that was switched between that. Oh. Alright, well, everybody sit here and wait for 6 minutes. Do I select the carpet or do I select the poster? Something that was switched between the... This one has the picture of both of them, so I'm gonna assume it's the poster and not the carpet, even though they were both switched.
I got it!
Yes, I'm right.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is...
I'm not gonna read your message,
the
kids.
poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
You could just said a supermodel, my guy.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Alright. Thank you, Toko.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
How do you know they're popular, Makoto?
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Yeah, gender roles, am I
So
right?
you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
This is a trial. We need to be specific. It's not just the supermodel poster.
And there's one other
It has
thing I
boobs on
noticed
it.
about the locker
Big
rooms.
boobs.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
That's
You're
right.
referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
That's not a euphemism, I swear.
Protein coffee?
It's not a
While I
euphemism.
was in the
Stop it,
girls'
Boomer.
locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Airtight.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it wasn't scrubbed away. It was moved. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. This one is the one with the stain. If I selected this one, I'm confirming what she said. If I select this one, I'm refuting what she said.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
What if I selected the posters again? Would he be like, no, it wasn't that it was scrubbed away. It was the fact that there was big boobs on that poster.
In fact,
With the
I
supermodel.
found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
So yeah, that line basically confirms everybody sees all the pictures of that Makoto takes.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime.
I wonder who they select to do the reactions of huh and during big reveals. Do they like roll a die?
The bloodstained
like, yeah, this
poster
is
and
Taka's turn
carpet
to
were
go, "What?"
moved along with the dead body.
And how come it always lands on Hiro?
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Oh, that explains why Taka heard all like the construction stuff. It was him moving the stuff over to the other locker room.
Huh?
Because he's a himbo.
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
To frame Celeste, come on. Come on. No. Don't be like this. You know why. It's to frame her.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
No, the construction stuff was still something else, really?
then how did
Never mind.
Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
She was killed beforehand and dragged in.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
She swiped it and went purposefully into the boys' one.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, my bullets! It's me loading up my truth gun.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Hero pulls out his own pistol. He's about to make the move. Yo, he gets some protagonist lines. Let's go.
I highly doubt that.
Load it up, Hero.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Hero really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Wait, no, this is Hero's moment. Stop, don't take it away, Makoto. What are you doing? Let him do this.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it!
No, what? Taka?
She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Nah,
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
That seems smart, Taka,
I'm sure
but...
that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
Here we go. Here we go.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Okay.
Huh? What thing?
Oh.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
There it is.
If she had
But it
that,
was broken.
she
No.
could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
No, why'd you say that one? That one was broken. Alright, never mind.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really
He was so close.
She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have been. No, I don't. She used the thing that.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about.
So close. Thought they said it sounded like a gun, like the gun's in front of the room. Man, I thought I was gonna refute Celeste and Hero's gonna have his moment, and then Hero said,
Hero used Leon's handbook.
It was Leon's handbook, the one that's broken. Come on.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Huh, at least he's nice about it. He just didn't know. He's not stupid, he's just ignorant.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
What? What?
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
No, against...
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Byakuya, you should have kept your mouth shut. You should have kept it shut. You just had to prove
In other
that
words,
you knew that already.
you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Taka has the right energy, just the wrong idea. Bless his heart.
She must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
That means that Byakuya... Wait, no, never
Maybe
mind.
Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
That... What? What?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
No, wait, stop. We're not done. Taka, calm down. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room? Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I
Hold
could
on
do.
a second.
Yes! For the rescue!
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Mondo, what have you contributed, huh?
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Yeah, from the pool.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Why? What? We're not allowed to leave. Just pull up the picture, Kyoko.
Wait,
That's what I've been doing.
wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Oh, she's playing the game.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
What? He has to be the one who's right and smart enough to find the loophole. Unless she isn't a girl and that's
For
her
real?
secret.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
I like Kyoko. Where are we going? Back up the lift? Before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... the locker room. Her body's still there.
The girls'
investigating
locker
it?
room?
No cutscene for this one, huh?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very
Oh,
carefully.
no.
Take your time.
No, 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 no.
Examine her
No.
carefully? Like using our hands? No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
What? Okay, well, fair.
Very well. I'll do it.
Thanks, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
Calm
Let
down,
one of the
Hina.
boys do it.
Calm down, yo.
No, it's okay.
They're trying to not be
I think
sexist.
Chihiro
You
would
are
rather have a
deliberately
girl
being
examine
sexist.
her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl
Oh, you're
on
still
girl
in Jill
action?
mode?
Is that what you two are about?
Stop it.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
She's so respectful. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I
We get it,
believe we will
Kyoko.
solve this particular mystery.
We get it.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is...
You're kidding me.
What is this?
What is it?
She's going Super Saiyan.
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Don't say a guy.
Is what?
a boy.
There it is.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he.
2010.
Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro
It's really
was
true?
a guy?
She's Broly.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
No words.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Major post-nut
Now
regret
let's
from
ride
some of those
this
dudes.
wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
What are you implying, Kinsey?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought never crossed
And
my
because
mind.
the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his
Gender?
handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
My heart.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have
Which would
easily used
explain how
Sayaka or
Byakuya-
Junko's handbook to
Yeah.
get into the girls' locker room.
Thanks, Kyoko.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does
Why?
seem plausible.
Did we all just skip the part where he said he was intentionally framing as
Well,
Genocide Jack? Jill?
I must
whatever?
admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Okay, so you did admit
This
it.
is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
But then, why, How if he didn't know that, how did he not question? Okay, so yeah, it was somebody else. If he didn't know that, why would he question why he was in the boys' locker room?
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without
Who
a
else
doubt,
could it be?
Byakuya's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
So he's covering for someone else.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
That was before all this new evidence showed up, Hifumi.
He just seems to
Are
be
you paying
too
attention? Keep up.
easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt.
Too
He
obvious.
consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
He's trying to play 4D chess. I'm too busy playing 5D.
And
That's right.
Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually... if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Thanks, I'm glad I'm on your report card,
Mark it
Byakuya.
as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
That makes even less sense.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
All right.
I'm telling you the
Trust
truth.
me.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his...
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
I guess, but we
Now
also
then,
need your reasons. We're
if
gonna
it
explain
wasn't
everything
me,
else to us.
Who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna
Let's
keep
play
going?
more mini games.
We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Hiro, wait a minute. Hiro. Wait a minute. Don't be like this.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Clearly, the people that want to find out who actually did it and don't want to rush through this aren't the ones
Damn
that did it.
straight.
Because they don't
Count
want to
me
die.
in.
Good job, Hiro.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Taco, wait a minute.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
And I have more truth bullets
That's
to go
very
through.
true.
Our lives are all on the line.
How'd your hair do that?
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means killer is a guy.
I got it!
So that eliminates, half of us. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's was apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account? What was her account? Oh, the blue...
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
The blue, thing?
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if
No.
someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Jane.
someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah?
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
This one?
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim?
The bear.
The killer.
Oh.
And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man! Game over!
When he does the alien reference.
No!
Okay, I'm done listening to you. There was someone that heard about it.
Isn't there a single clue? Clue? Did nobody get? I'm sure if someone saw the kill. Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Any kind of new
Right now,
well,
is any kind
no,
of new?
it's probably gonna be the whoever saw
You
the
want to
killer.
know who saw the killer?
No, that's wrong.
Hero, stop it. You're making stupid statements. Snap out of it.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
It's like they immediately switch the pronouns, but they're still wrong.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Because you're the only one that
The
you
rest
told
of you
only
had no
Makoto.
idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Why did I have to shoot the truth bullet for you, though?
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
You are right.
It seems
So where
likely
could
that
it
the
be?
culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
I didn't check the trash room because I thought it was part of the last class trial. That's my fault. Sorry, guys.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Waiting
So,
for him?
Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Well, that's obvious now, ain't it, Sakura? She couldn't get in.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
No, because she couldn't get in.
Which means that conversely,
All right, whatever.
he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
Jill, go back to Toko
The
for
point is,
Why are you here?
whoever
Why
he
are you
met
here?
up with is the culprit,
Get out of here.
right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
When she makes that smile and she's just waiting for me to figure it out.
Huh?
Kyoko is the person that's completed Portal 2 watching someone else play Portal 2.
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the
Okay.
details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
A blue track jacket. The only person wearing blue is Hifumi.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, wait a minute. She makes
You
you feel
really
dumb,
think
but in a
we
nice
can
way.
figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence
Kyoko's
that we
you.
don't have?
What? You want to track down
his
some
jacket's
fingerprints
gray,
or
not blue.
something?
Never mind.
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Thanks,
Maybe,
Miyukiya.
but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for
But
you to
fine.
say.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
It was blue.
Yakio makes you feel dumb in a not nice way. Kyoko's jumping around the room
The
on
bag
launch
was
pads.
just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
I think it's more like Kyoko knows if Makoto can figure it out in front of everyone, it'd be more convincing than if she just said it. If
All
she
the
just said
bags
everything
in there are the
herself.
same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
That doesn't make sense. I don't know if I want to put my life in having this person that won on being completely average figuring out my vague hints. I'm just gonna be like, no, this is what happened, and you're all idiots. I'm sure Kyoko has her own bullets.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Was there? That wasn't part of my
Do you
bullets.
think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Think about it. When Tony yells at Spaceman, Joey did it, I saw it happen, it's not very convincing. But Kyoko is smart. Everyone trusts Kyoko and is listening to her. Nobody's like, what are you talking about? Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Oh, here we go. So let's count again?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Oh my god, look how long this one
He was on his
is.
way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
The blue one.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because
Taka.
it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Taka.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Holds
This
out.
exercising sucks.
Yeah, that's, yeah,
I
holds out.
have a white tracksuit personally.
Everyone's just saying
I
what they
got it
have.
from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
Well, kind
No
of.
way. Not a chance.
No one, somebody said,
You heard him, right?
I mean,
What he just said without even realizing it?
what he just said was odd. How did he know something like that? How did who
First
know
of all,
something like
we know
what?
where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Wait, did they not mention
So
that the
next
tracksuit
we
was
have
blue
to
yet
ask-
and Taka knew?
Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same...
Oh no.
Him?
Oh no.
No, that's wrong.
How could you?
Hold on a second, Mondo.
How could you?
What did you just say?
No, we were bros. No.
What'd I say?
Oh.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
Yeah, we were all there. Tracksuit and a
she
duffel
never
bag.
said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey,
Got 'em.
Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Rip ball sack hair. I can fix him, I swear. Please.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
If Celeste wanted to just
Before we began the trial,
win, she
did
could
you
totally
tell
lie
anyone
right now.
that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because
Rest in
I just...
peace.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Taka, he trying. Oh, it's too late, buddy. It's too late. I'm so sorry, but it's too late.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the
Cherry?
only possibility.
Cherry.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
We're skipping that. Her tongue is getting longer. It's even longer.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Oh, now
He
you
walked
bring that
past
up.
me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
I didn't have to do a truth bullet for this one. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
Glad they didn't make me do that one, because I had no recollection of that
You
even
just
happening.
ran into him briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Oh boy.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true
Gamblers be
intention
like-
was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Speaking of tongue,
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
Nobody get near Jill for the rest of the time we're here.
That's right. However,
I mean, Toko.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
Kyoko's so
That's a
big
good
brain,
question.
about to find out why. Because wait, now I'm Kyoko? What? Main character switch? The way he was acting? Or the way he talked? Because I hate him. The way he was acting? He didn't act really any different. Maybe it was the way he talked. Byaku's playing 5D chess and we're playing checkers. Why would Byaku just be like, yep, it was me. You got me. Pick me, everybody. Pick me. Pick me. Like, why would he want that? What is he doing? The way he talked? Oh,
There was a
that wrong?
certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
I never would have caught that because I live in 2023, not 2010.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Way to pay attention to everybody.
Tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Oh, okay.
No,
not even
I'm not the
2010 anymore.
frightful one.
Now it's 1820.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Got him.
Mondo, was it really you?
Time to start yelling.
Did you really
Play the rhythm
kill
minigame.
Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Well, not till recently.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Oh no.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My
Oh, no.
time has nearly come.
Why don't you talk like this normally?
Why you gotta talk like this the whole time?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
And you purposefully didn't tell anybody what it was?
Really? What kind of evidence?
His forever loyal wife defending him no matter what?
Actually, no.
No, come on, what are you
I'm
doing?
thinking about it here calmly. It might not be all that relevant.
Say it anyway.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
The broken handbook?
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Oh no, is it gonna be Mondo's? Found it on the ground, right? That must mean it must belong to? Oh wait. I mean... Mondo probably still has his, and Chihiro's was technically missing? So... It's Chihiro's?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Oh no.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Monokuma time.
You're right. They're not.
There he is.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Monokuma's about to explain what the secret is to breaking them,
For
huh?
all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Be right about everything. Hire me, FBI. Overheated.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. It's hitting its weak point by hacking it by exploiting a bug. Two of these things are the same thing, and one of these ain't it. Well, they said you're not allowed to hack it. They said it's shatterproof, so it doesn't got a weak... Well, Monokuma himself said it has a weak spot, but it's like also shatterproof. So I'm gonna... Hacking and exploiting aren't the same thing. So I was gonna guess it's exploiting anyway, because this one, even though Monokuma himself said they have a weak spot, that's probably not what he's talking about when he says they have a weak spot. Hacking it, he already said you're not allowed to because you'll die. So, bug. Nope. Nope, I was wrong. It's shatterproof. Debug to hell and back, huh?
Shoot!
I just embarrassed myself. I lost a heart. Oh no. No one's gonna trust me anymore.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure.
I thought he was going to be like,
that
no,
slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Maybe if it didn't say by exploiting a bug and by hitting the weak point, if it was by exploiting a weak point and by, I guess, I don't know, using exploiting for all of them.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
He's not gonna just give it out.
You're asking me?
Why would he do that?
It's
He
a necessary
purposefully
piece
said
of
that.
information if you want this to be a fair trial.
No, we didn't figure it out, so we don't get to get that evidence.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well,
you got a
I
point.
have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Hey, I promise not to tell anybody you kidnapped all of us. Can you let us all go? Please?
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
Flippin'
knew it?
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Ah.
The temperature in
Why
the
didn't you
sauna
mention
can
that?
reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Huh?
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Oh, thank you for the science lesson, Monokuma. I had
If
no
the
idea.
hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Put your tongue away.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
You said that last time. Well, this is a
So
school
when you're in a
after all.
sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Okay,
Anyway,
Fumi, calm down.
if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
It was all
Meaning the
a ruse.
culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out?
That's why he wanted to keep all his
Monokuma said he
clothes
didn't
on.
tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Time to speak up,
What if
Makoto.
they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Hey, Mondo. Put your fists away. Show us your
They
handbook. Is it
realized
broken?
it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Kinsey, I almost deleted it when you said it last time, but that's basically the same as just
I
saying,
won't
yeah, you're
say
right.
it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might
Just
know
bullet.
someone who did.
There it is.
Whoa, seriously?
Taka, well, not
I
Taka. He
think
was
the one who may have taken their
not
handbook into
available
the
to have.
sauna was...
He's so upset. He knows it's true, but he doesn't want to admit it. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Had to be the one who wore all their clothes in the sauna. Obviously. Oh, we're selecting again? Sayaka! I can select them? Are you sure you've thought this through?
Shoot.
Go ahead, take your time. I just wanted to see if it would let me. Ugh. What are you doing? Where is he? Oh. Sorry,
Here's
buddy.
my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
I almost said something. I was like, shoot, a spoiler. Wait, Kinsey doesn't know, and I didn't know either.
What?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Dude, Taka's gonna be so upset and try to kill Makoto. Or Kyoko. Oh no, wait a minute, don't do that. Taka's gonna get so upset that he's gonna kill them out of revenge for Mondo. Oh no. I thought Kyoko was safe.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
You're way off most of the time, but not all of the time. You didn't know either, but then you were like, oh man, if you just pointed out something before so I just said
I don't
Amogus.
accept this.
Oh.
Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I didn't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh no. Again. Proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt?
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Yes?
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Does it?
See? Look!
All right,
Makoto
so,
was wrong after all!
Who's the broken one
Mondo
then?
wouldn't hurt a fly!
All right.
Let's test if what he says
So
you
the
broke
broken
your
one in
own
the
handbook.
thing isn't Leon's?
In other words,
If Mondo's hand, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn...
He has Leon's handbook?
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Got him.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Prove it.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I
Broken
mean is,
handbook in the... Pay
I
attention,
think
Taka.
Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right!
That's right.
The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
The punishment it suffered? What are we doing, guys?
so then, the broken handbook
it,
in
the
the main
handbook,
hall is
not it, the
actually
Leon.
Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But didn't Hifumi find the book
But
on the
doesn't
floor?
that
There's two
violate
broken
the
ones.
school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
It wasn't loaned out. You said it yourself, Hina.
Well, here's how I
think.
look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
You could have said it's not loaning if they're not here to say that you can have it, but instead you went the complete opposite direction and said they're not a student if they're dead. That doesn't bear.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
Your
As such,
genius
I
is
decree
slipping
that
through
exchanging handbooks
cracks.
with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Right. They're not people if
I'm
they're
happy
dead.
to admit I made a
Right.
mistake.
They revert
but-
to its.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
You are wrong! You
are
have
wrong.
to be wrong!
You have to be.
Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Taka, get your own bullets.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Oh, we get to do the comic
That
book panel?
way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Dude, he's so upset. I'm so sorry, Taka. But you're the one that made friends with a killer. Alright. Chihiro packs up bags. Celeste looks cool. Chihiro's about to go. Celeste is like, what you doing? Chihiro's like, going. Going? Chihiro's like, don't look, see ya. They get there. Chihiro uses the card to get in, right? Is that right? And then, walks inside. But this is the sauna. This is the sauna, never mind. Okay, wait, this one goes here. This one goes here. Chihiro walks to here, uses the card to get in, says, hey, what's up? I'm just exercising, don't mind me. Grab the dumbbell. Dumbbell. Just pumping iron. Chihiro doesn't see it coming. So rude. That crashes down. Oh, wait. No. Never mind. Wait a minute. Where's this door symbol for? Is that for the sauna? Is this when the blood gets splattered on the poster, maybe? Blood on the dumbbell, blood on the floor. Roasted, toasted. Bald dude, fairly upset for some reason. Killed Chihiro, rolls up the carpet. Switches the poster out. Oh, takes down the poster, okay. So one is putting the poster down, the other one's taking it back up. Rolls up the carpet, takes down the poster, grabs Chihiro, and takes the card, puts the card in. Wait a minute, I have this one. That's not... So I guess this one's wrong. Oh shoot. There's so many, like, drawings to this. Girls' room? What was this one gonna be then? This doesn't make sense. Grabs a rope, maybe? Or is that later on? Grabs the card reader. Right? No, this is the same one though. Nope, that's stupid. What is this? What does this have to do with anything? Is that the e-reader or the card thing? I can't even tell. Swaps out the rooms. Byakuya finds it. How did Byakuya get in here? What is he doing? Grabs the rope, ties her up. On purpose. Writes the message on the wall. Shoot. Is this where he opens the door? Oh wait, this needs to go somewhere, doesn't it? Right? No. Oh shoot, I'm so bad at these. Taka and Mondo could have been endgame and we ruined it. They're endgame in my heart. I'm not gonna read the rest of those. So I guess this one puts the poster up? Yeah. So then what is that one? Oh man. Girls' room, I guess? What is he doing here? Is this the sauna? Gets to the sauna and like throws theirs, throws it down into the sauna. Okay, there you go. And that's when it broke. Did I get it right? Is that everything? If this shows up, does that mean I got it right? Or do I still have to double check? Careful about the fanfics. Reading before seeing the end of the game might spoil something. Why are we out here talking about fanfics? Yeah. Miss me with... I'll wait till Joey finishes. Where's, If this shows up, does this mean this is right? Nope, it shows up regardless. Okay. Okay, maybe this is backwards. Right? I'm not sure. Maybe it scans in and walks into the boys?
The killer is you!
Did I get it right now? I don't know.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
She didn't say anything. Yes, that's right.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Yep.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
So Makoto is correctly gendering now. Why did they mess it up so much before? Well, I guess
how
to
could the
keep the
victim,
player in?
who was apparently a girl,
Oh, never mind.
access the boys' locker room?
Never mind.
Simple. Because she, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside,
Mondo
he
was
met with
just-
someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Mondo must have just been really good friends with Chihiro and knew all along. Was aware.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
Rest in peace.
and attacked him. And that's where the
Splat.
bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
But why would Mondo
It was
do
likely
this?
in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yeah. We don't really have a motive for why Mondo did this.
Which is why the killer
Oh,
hurried
God.
to try and hide the act.
I don't know, Bells. Why don't you finish the chapter?
Then, removing the
Oh,
bloody
sorry.
poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Obviously.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
If those had the names of the characters on them, it would have been easier to insert them into the...
Using one of those,
comic.
a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Well, we didn't need to give it a name, but sure. We can call it that from now on. Makoto.
That could have been the end of things, but no.
How did Byakuya just know? You know what? This will be
Byakuya
explained.
discovered the body and decided to
This will be explained.
intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
So Byakuya's just really doing this for fun?
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Ugh.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Ugh, that's kind of gross. Doing that
Then,
to probably a body
using
that's
the victim's
well past
own
being
blood,
dead.
he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to
It's
create
just
the
weird like
illusion
that.
that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
I'm glad that I got all these right
And
the first
around the
try.
same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence. Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Clearly it being broken means that it has swapped from dark mode to light mode.
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
But I don't have comic pages for that part.
And that's how it all played out.
Why you got that
Isn't
face,
that
though?
right, Mondo Owada?
We were bros. We hung out. You said we'd go riding together.
Wait. No.
Reverts back to factory
This can't be right.
settings.
Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
We just went over all
You
of it.
need evidence. You need proof.
All right, take out your book,
Without
Mondo.
any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the Truth Time bullet battles. Let's go. Fever time. And what? Nega time? Is that the slowdown? Is that what they called it? During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, Fever time will activate. The tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use. So that one it does it for me? Is that what it is? Or do I still have to press the buttons and it'll just, I don't know. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if you only got to if only you got access to the special time, so we prepared something special called Nega Time that your opponent can also use. Your opponent activates Nega Time during your bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it tougher. Okay, yeah, sure. Activate Fever Time at this point? No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Thanks, narrator. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use it. Good luck. Have fun. Didn't even get to expose ourselves to each other. You still have to press the buttons. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Taka that's angry?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
We get it.
I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
This is so hard.
You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
That was so hard. Oh.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
I just had to sit there and... It's like when you work at retail, you just have to sit there and wait for them to yell at you for like a good minute before you can hit them back with the I am the manager. Quick, Taka, expose yourself now before it's too late.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Mondo?
Huh?
Gotta give up now.
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't Mondo yelling at me. I don't think I could handle so many F-bombs. Hey. Nice.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
What about your... Why did you do it, though?
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Come on!
Roger that!
No!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Okay. Oh. Why you gotta say it like
Who
that?
will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Heart been broke so
What's it
many
gonna
times.
be? What's it gonna be?
Yakuya. What? Oh, I remember this. I don't actually have to vote. I just get to watch. Wait, why does Celeste gotta... What? Wait a minute. Why has Celeste got a line on that roulette? Hmm?
What?
We're not going to talk about the motive? Oh, we're just, yeah. Back to talking.
Oh no! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, this is so. The Blacken that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada!
And in the distance, Brian screams.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimura, but you need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it.
There's no way he would kill someone. Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Well, if he didn't want it, that's kind of rude, Monokuma.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there once was a young boy. His name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness and take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen this as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and he was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Weak. Hey, what do you call 7 days again?
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world of survival is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Da-da-da! And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the Cards Against Humanity, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro was actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would have been the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away.
You know, I said this was going to be a short stream.
Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured out being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now, but I also don't want to leave things the way they were, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I could tell everyone. He never got strong enough.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right. I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of...
his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good idea to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yeah, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Yeah. Okay. I should have given him Macho Man's voice the whole time. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo... Wait a minute, Chihiro said so he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong? I think that's a typo. It should say Monokuma.
That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then it must be why Mondo did what... That must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? Oh, to keep the secret, even though he's so nice though.
Yep, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But
A true pal to the very end. He'll kill you, but he'll keep your secret while he does it. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Hello?
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect their identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? He's so upset. Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
so
myself.
Mondo told Chihiro his secret as well, and didn't want anyone to learn his secret through Chihiro? Is that what it is? How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you that embarrassing memory? The secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? Leave him alone.
He killed his own brother.
I freaking knew it. I knew it.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up.
Look, they've got matching hairstyles.
He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Dai, the older brother, number one of the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but then Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the world for his brother someday, and his brother's greatness, his reputation began to grow out and gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
Kid's gonna take over for you, Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride.
Can someone like that really be our leader?
All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time, no matter what, I gotta
Don't
win.
fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
What are you doing? Crazy diamond. Oh, that's their back of their. Do they lean back on that, or is that just like a flag for the bike?
But during the race, tragedy struck. So the kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly,
he didn't kill his brother. His brother sacrificed himself for him. That's different. Mondo might have thought that he killed him, but it's not your fault, Mondo. Oh, come on. Mondo don't deserve this.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I screwed up, sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. No.
Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together.
Because it's the team, you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation of what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong. And yet,
as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely Havoc Monica and after revealing their bands of secrets. Yeah. At that point, it was clear that I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own other brother.
Mondo was the cause, was there when his brother died. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo? After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. Never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. Wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I lied to you? But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
'Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out,
But...
You're right,
I
but...
want to change.
I wrapped myself up in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. I could see why Monokuma said, press the control button. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was kind of strength I've never had. I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you screwing with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. Felt like I could hear something start to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn
Why'd you
you
have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. Daya. Mando. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand. I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey!
I
killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Sorry, Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived on a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him.
From a secret from the past or a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't.
You bastard. Just shut up. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep. Okay, I'll say as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. punishing.
Can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now,
That's what I
now,
promised you,
well now.
right? The blacking that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
W. Oh, hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. He's gonna get run over by the truck. The same truck that killed his brother.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Dang, poor Mondo. He don't deserve this. Why is Monokuma in 3D? Did I say that last time? Gonna get isekai'd? Brutal. He just strapped to the back of the bike? Oh yeah, he is gonna get run over. Monokuma's got the hair. He's going in that thing. I've seen those things before. These cutscenes are very quiet. Why? What? I'm confused. Did it just electrocute the ball and therefore him? Wow, he teleported. Oh, what the? What? 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 He got turned into butter? That wasn't a butter machine. What the? What? That was the most exotic butters. That was the most confusing one. What? It looked like a time. He just kind of disappeared, and then suddenly there's a piece of butter with his face on it. A buttered up boy, hot and fresh, boneless. Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Umi and Celeste chair line up though. Hair? Their hair line up. Oh, chair. LMAO Balkan. Can't say that. What type of LMAO Balkan? What? Butter. Balkan butter. Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again, but he, of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game.
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize
Naturally.
that? Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response. Except
However,
that I just don't understand why. Why do you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm and emotionless, like the voice of death that chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So you ignored the nighttime rule too? She's so upset that everyone's ignoring her rule. She's like, I put one thing into this group, and all y'all just don't care. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which was when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well,
You're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if he had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
And also give away somebody else's secret? But damn, man, if I hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth right before it reached that point. Of course, Yakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, right? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair, I get to mankind itself.
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
What do you mean?
Me?
What the heck? Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is sort of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up. I would never stoop at the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. I'm only going to commit a crime once, and it's gonna be murder. You know, the most heinous crime. It's not childish like your murders. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you.
In the name of my family.
For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
So cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Speaking of nap. 120. Jesus Christ. Short stream. Monokuma's left her peeled across the courtroom. Curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. Taka, eat the butter? It's what a true bro would do? What? Wait a minute, Kinsey. I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because there's still like 8 of us left or something? No, there's like 10 of us left. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. 10. Yeah, I got it right. Wow, check me out. Those who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying, and it was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. What? All of our courage, our effort, our friendships, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. No one can type today.
Well, anyway, like I was saying...
Monokuma's real? That's not just a puppet! She ignores it too. Yakuya's the whole reason the stream was so long! This is a cabin in the woods type stuff.
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Me trying to find out where to save and quit.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Oh my god, I figured it out. It's Agent 47 from Hitman. He's the person behind it all.
Once things really get
He's
moving,
right there.
It'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Oh my god, I figured it out. It's Mr. Clean.
Fear
He's right there.
and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
Who's trying to... Who else is bald? Oh my god, it's... I figured it out. It's Professor X from X-Men. He's right there.
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Just talking to Toko?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well,
One Punch
no
Man?
biggie.
That's an anime. I don't know about that one.
Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Oh my god, it's Mr. Worldwide. It's Pitbull. He's right there.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
This stream took a long time. Let me make a bunch of jokes and keep it going. Danny's also tired and wants to go to sleep. What's the voice for this one?
There's one thing I'd like to ask
As
you.
long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student I knew.
Ooh. My. You really took me by surprise there.
Silver Surfer.
I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
It's me.
And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
I already went through all those kids, eh? Boy's life of despair. Despair, more like despair, is out of here. Howie Mendel. Oh my god, it's Howie Mandel. He was right there. Crazy Diamond. The jacket. Who wants the oh my god, I can give that to Taka. Was that rude? That's rude. Hey, here's the jacket of your boyfriend we killed. Is that The Rock? Oh, that one was obvious. How did I not think of that? What? Who?
I know I
That's
shouldn't
Hina?
try, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon.
Where's Sakura? Also, what is that on her desk? It's like a light?
Impossible. I can't
But
let
Ben-
myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Well, calm down. Your hair is down. You can just end it since you saved. It's a paper clip? An oversized paper clip? Her hair looks so different when it's not in Jimmy Neutron mode. Donuts? I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Oh no. New main character unlocked. Sorry, Hina. I gotta go. Sorry. Okay. This game really wants me to continue, but I have to go. And it's 1:25. No, I missed it. I'm sorry. I'll do it. There you go. I thought the 16th student was going to be the reveal that Toko had a second personality. I think you mean Donkey Kong mode? It is her hair clip? Oh, that makes way more sense than a paper clip, you freaking idiots. Oh my god. She wants a glazed donut with a lot of eyes. I don't get what that means, but I'm assuming you're being weird. Toko's still one person, though? No, it's one body. Two people. Okay, I'm gonna be done. I didn't expect the sudden... You know what, I'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna be done. Thank you all for watching. Surprisingly, I will not be streaming for the next 2 or 3 days. Because when you eat a girl... I'm not gonna read the rest of that, Kinsey. So for the next 2 or 3 days, because I'm busy, and Danganronpa leaves in 3 days. However, thanks to our generous... look at the date. It's the 13th. Happy 13th, everybody. I'm not going till 3 a.m. You know what? Let's start the game back up. Why are we even sitting here? No, I'm just kidding. So, thanks to our luxurious funding provided by Danny, we're able to continue this. I bought this game. I own it now. Well, I own a copy of it on Game Pass until they take down the servers. Or, I mean, on Xbox. So, it's here. And it will continue after the week is over. When I'm not busy anymore. So, yay. Even though I'm only on Chapter 3, game's not done. So, we're not done. So, thanks, Danny. Everybody thank Danny. Alright. We've already had our 13 minutes on the 13th. Yeah, we've done it. I will buy Game 2. I owe you money. Game 2 is still on Game Pass. That's true. If it doesn't go away by like next month, I can still play it. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm just gonna get off. See you later. Have a good night.